If you're watching Sleepwalker hoping for peak, terrifying Hayden Panettiere after her Scream comeback, I hate to say it, this movie is way more disappointing than disturbing. And honestly, that hurts because the idea had real potential. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Storyflix. Today we're talking about Sleepwalker, a psychological thriller directed by Brandon Auman, starring Hayden Panettiere. And on paper, this should have been a win. A grief-driven story, sleepwalking trauma, psychological horror. But somehow, it never fully clicks. So the film follows Sarah, played by Hayden Panettiere, a grieving mother haunted by the death of her daughter, Amy. Sarah suffers from severe sleepwalking, and whenever she drifts off day or night, she's pulled back into the worst moments of her life. Her abusive ex-husband, Michael, also appears in her nightmares, even though he's currently in a coma. Right away, the movie asks a big question. Is Sarah losing her grip on reality, or is something darker actually happening? Let me give credit where it's due. The opening scene is genuinely strong. It sets up the emotional trauma, the guilt, and the confusion between dreams and reality really well. The score by Sebastian Evans also does some heavy lifting. It's unsettling, quiet, and occasionally effective. And concept-wise, a thriller about somnambulism is actually pretty interesting, but that's where the positives mostly stop. Sleepwalker has a serious identity crisis. At times it wants to be a grounded psychological thriller, a trauma-driven character study, but then suddenly it flirts with supernatural horror. There's a psychic. There are hints that Michael's spirit might be invading Sarah's dreams. The movie almost suggests a paranormal explanation, and then it completely abandons that idea. This back and forth never stops, and because of that, the movie never commits to anything. As a viewer, you're just sitting there like, okay, what kind of movie is this actually trying to be? This is the most frustrating part. Hayden Panettiere is not bad in this movie. She's just not given enough to do. Sarah stays stuck in the same emotional loop, confused, traumatized, spiraling. There's no real progression. Instead of watching her slowly understand her disorder or confront her trauma, she just keeps falling apart, over and over again. Which is a shame because we know Panettiere can do more. Sarah's son, Holden, is also traumatized by his sister's death. And here's the thing, the movie could have explored how both of them deal with grief through sleep disorders. That dynamic? Completely wasted. They're going through similar pain, but the film never lets them truly connect or heal together. Instead, it isolates them, and not in a meaningful way. By the time the third act rolls around, the story feels completely unfocused. Sarah starts self-medicating. Her condition gets worse. Reality becomes even more unclear. And then, the movie just ends. No strong resolution, no emotional payoff, just more questions, and not the good kind. Sleepwalker had a promising idea, but it never commits to its strengths. It's not scary enough to be horror, not focused enough to be a psychological thriller, and unfortunately, it wastes a talented lead performance. If you're watching this hoping Hayden Panettiere cements her Scream Queen status, you're probably going to be disappointed. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Drop a comment and tell me what you thought about Sleepwalker, and subscribe to Storyflix for more honest movie and series reviews.